see that I've let it get to a decent little bit for a residential yard. I think there's something wrong with me. I can't tell backwards from forwards. So it wasn't hard to put together. Let me show you. I tried to show a little bit in the voiceover, but in the manual it shows these on the outside, or at least it looks like it to me. I'm probably going to have to go back and edit it, but I couldn't tell. But these go on the inside. You just screw these lag bolts in there. They fit in there real nice. I don't cut these. Don't cut these. That holds your wiring on there. And there were 2 white wire ties you saw. I had to remove those. It's pretty simple to start. It tells you exactly what to do. You can see. Push the button and then you pull back the bail like on a spinner rod or a reel. Here's your drive speed. And in fact, you don't even have to have it turned on to do the, I don't know, I guess if you're through cutting the grass, but you still need to help it to help you move, then you'll want that. I never really use any of the self-propelled stuff anyway, but to start, like I said, it's pretty easy. Pull that back. No, you're probably not supposed to do it one-handed. You got to do it in the right order. Button. And there you go. Then you can let off the button and it's ready. If you need the self-propel. It's kind of nice. Works good. Let's see. This is steel. It feels like it anyway. I guess I should have got a magnet. This is pretty nice. Really clean. I'm sure you saw the battery. Those batteries are huge. And they're heavy. And I think they do add to the weight of it. But it's not that bad. I left the mulch plug in because I'm using the side discharge. which is pretty easy to put in there, just like any other side discharge. Just wrap it on there. No, you're supposed to not do that while it's got the battery in there and when it does have the key. And this is the key, by the way, the safety key, that's what I'm calling it, that red one. The batteries are expensive in an 80 volt, and that's going to be with anything, but batteries are always expensive. I have a 40 volt Ryobi right now, and it was time, the batteries were end of life, and it was time to decide, do I want to go with Ryobi again? Do I want to try something new? Tractor Supply had a good deal going, so I decided to try that. This is 3 levels, so you can lower it. I'll just keep it on 1 for right now. See how it does. Seems to be good. Supposedly you can get 75 minutes out of the one charge. I'm sure that's dependent on a lot of things. It's 21 inch. Like I said, self-propelled, if that matters to you. They're solid. Tires are not, you know, it's a lawnmower. It's not really, you know, air or anything. So, it's just a normal lawnmower, but it looks nice. Seems to ride, seems to drive fairly well. And I'm going to try it here and give you a report. I guess I should read the manual. Let's try it going up that hill. You had to see how I had to lean back or to lean forward to push it up that hill. I'm going to try it one time with the self-propelled on slow. We'll see how it does. Well, that time I had it on slow. It did a good job. You could see I was doing it with one hand, so if you have mobility issues or you just don't feel like cutting the grass without it one day, then you should use that. It's very nice. It does a good job. It is a heavy, it's just a push mower. It's going to be heavier than your riding lawnmower. Plus it is, like I said, I'm pretty sure that's a steel deck. But it is nice. It's not like it weighs 900 pounds. I'm sorry if I give that impression. It's not. It's just if you want to rest, you can use the Propel and it works really well. I'm going to cut the rest of it, and I got to get my workout in my steps, so I like to use the old-fashioned way. I use my muscles, but it's really nice so far. Plus I don't want to run the battery down, even though that doesn't seem to be an issue, but it is just a battery, so I don't have It ran out of battery. I mean, it doesn't show any lights at all on the battery. Now that side over there was longer. It had been sitting longer because I used to just cut this one with the Ryobi and then the batteries would go out. And that sounds silly, but I wanted to keep that clover for the bees. But I had to move the wheels up to the top, and then it went fine, and then I moved back down. I caught that string, took the battery out, took the safety key out, and then when I went to crank it back up, it just barely ran because it was out. And I think if I would have not hit that, I probably would have been able to do a little bit more, but it tends to stay running. If you even when you're out, it'll stay running longer than if you take it out and remove it. It's not hard or anything to remove it. You just got these little things on the side, and you push it out. And also, I don't know if you saw, but I had to take this key out and just try to be real careful. Sometimes, at least on the Ryobi, sometimes it would hold a charge. I mean, you could push the button and you would see it. The lights would come on, so I don't trust these. It's not the same as gasoline. But it seems to be going well so far. I think it did a good job. It's got a nice self-propelled. It goes pretty well. Starts up. It's got a lot of safety. When you run over something, it'll stop running. Unlike gasoline, which may just tear your mower up. It got clogged down or bogged down once or twice. That was on the larger or the taller lawn, and I thought it was going to a couple of times on the other, but it didn't. It did the whole thing, and it was enough for my front yard. So I got to get the backyard next, and that'll have to be another video. So I hope this helped you, and right now I think the Bad Boy mower's a pretty good mower. Thanks.